All right, section 1.5, we're going to be going over solving inequalities, and we want to determine whether this statement given is true or false. All right, so you want to be familiar with inequality symbols. So first, let me make a number line. So here's 0, and then we got positive numbers over here. Just list a few: 1, 2, 3, 4. And then negative numbers: -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. All right, we want to know which of these number or is this statement true. So you have two basic inequality symbols. You have less than. Okay, if you just remember, that one looks like the letter L. So if you remember one, it will give you the other one for free. So less than almost looks like that L shape. And then you also have greater than. And greater than goes the opposite way. Okay, and then you have less or equal. So when you have the equal to below it, and then you have greater or equal to. But if you can remember the less, you get the greater for free. All right, we have this -1 is greater than -3. Now at first glance, you might want to say that that's false because you look at the number 1 and you think that that is bigger. 1 is not bigger than 3. However, when we look at the number line, as we go towards 0, the numbers are getting bigger as we go to the right. As we go further away from 0, the numbers are getting smaller, like going to the left. All right, so as I go further this way, we're getting smaller and smaller. So -3 is actually less than -1. Or we can say -1 is greater than -3 because it's closer to 0. And that's exactly what this statement says. -1 is greater than -3, which is true. So I guess I want to say the size of the number is, we get an opposite idea from that when we look at the negative numbers. So the bigger the negative number is, the smaller its value, and the smaller the negative number, the larger its value, the closer it is to the positive. So this is a true statement, so be careful with those. All right, now number 2, we want to know which pair of inequalities is equivalent to the given statement. So this is called a compound inequality. So number 2, we're given a compound because we have 2 inequalities set up. And all you need to do is extract each of these as individuals. So look at these two. So 0 is less than x. I'm going to write that. 0 is less than x. And then compare this one to x. So we're going to write x is less than or equal to 0. Now, we always want, when we write a single inequality, we want the variable to be on the left side. Right now, in this one, the variable is on the right side. So if I were to switch these, move positions, and put x over here and 0 over here, you would have to flip this inequality sign. Reason being is, if you think about alligator math, because some people say the alligator eats the bigger side, so x is bigger, you want that open part still open toward x. So since I switched sides, that open part still needs to be open toward x, and the point needs to be at 0. So this is the same thing with putting the variable on the left. So we're going to look for this pair of inequalities to find out which one matches this overall statement. So we're looking for 0, or x is greater than 0, these top two. And then we're looking for x is less than or equal to 0. Sorry, x is, I put a 0. Should have put a 3 here. Sorry. This would be x is less than or equal to 3. All right, so x is greater than 0. We get that from the top two. And then we want x is less than or equal to 3. So that would be option B.